Hi, I'm Lazze and I'm teaching people in metal shaping. And I'm back here on tips and tricks on YouTube channel. And on this little video clip I'm going to give you a good example how to go forward when we have wheeled up a door skin like this for a car. But what is it that we're doing now when we have the right shape of this? How do I cut this down so I know it's going to be the right shape and it's going to fit the car? And that's a good question, and it was a good question that I had for many years as well. So let's say this is the right shape we want for a 33-34 three-window coupe or a two-door sedan. So what I came up with, I cut strips in the electrical shear, the 4-foot shear, and the top one is straight, the bottom here, this one is also straight, but this one is a little curved all the way there. So I formed that with a small shrink and a stretcher to the right shape there. And this edge here on the outside here is actually the edge of an existing door on a car. So I know that if I got the size of the door of the door skin when it folded around to this edge here, then I know it's going to fit the car. So when we have something like this, I can put that over the door skin like this. Of course, I want to make sure that I have maximum on the top there because I'm going to put the bead there. Excuse me. And I maybe want to roll that on a three-window coupe, so I would like to have as much material there as I can. So let's say if I move this down here, so I have about 7/16 extra there to fold around, like a ham, around the edge or the door frame. Then I can measure how much I have there, and I have 4 inches there. And then I can move this up so I have 4 inches there as well. So that's pretty close there, where then it's the top one there is parallel to the edge there. Then what I can do, I can clamp those. And if you have seen the video that we had earlier, we used the self-adjustable ones here too. I didn't have enough of the deep one here. So that's pretty close there. You see now I don't have enough material there, so I need to move everything a little back, so I have to fold it around there as well. So now I need to check this, so I have 4 inches there and I have 4 inches there. The reason why I'm making a frame like this with a strip and spot welded together in the corners is that I can't put the whole sheet there, and I can't put the cardboard paper there because we have the convex shape. But with this frame, it doesn't matter because I don't have anything in the center. So that gives me where the edge is going to be. So now I need to figure out where can I cut this, because I can't cut it after this edge because then I don't have anything to fold around. So I can set this on 5/16 of an inch. It's a divider. Then I can scribe this. And I can scribe that all the way around except for the top here. And then this second line here, where I scribed the 5/16, that's where I'm going to cut this off. That gives me enough material to fold the flange and fold it around 180 degrees around the frame on the door. So that's how I come out with that. So it's pretty interesting and a good idea for you to follow if you're working on a project to replace a door skin on a car. The other thing also, before you, in this case, if you run a bead on the top here, we're thinking that this edge is straight, but I can tell you it's not. Because when you're wheeling this up, you're stretching the whole thing here, but you keep the edge short. We don't wheeling over the edge. That means that this edge is actually going down a little. Not much, maybe 1/16 of an inch or maybe 1/8 of an inch when we are done with the whole shape like this. So before we run this bead and use this edge to the guide, we need to trim this edge and put the ruler over there and make a straight line, or put it in a 4-foot shear and cut that off there so that is straight. I have done that mistake before, and I thought that this was straight, so I run it in through the bead roller. And when I put the car together with the doors and the rear quarter panels and everything, the bead was hanging down. Not much, but enough so it didn't look right. So remember that always after you wheeled up something like that, and if you want a straight bead, you need to trim that edge just a little hair to make that straight before you run the bead. So this is a good example of what you can do to get the right shape of the door. When you set the bead roller, so you're going to bend this flange, you probably need to set it a little further in than this edge, because when you fold it around, you're adding material there, and it's going to be a little bigger if you bend it exactly on the edge there, on the inside scribe there. So you probably need to move set the machine so it's a little further in there when you bend it. But other than that, it's ready to go. And follow us on www.youtube.com/Lazze Metal Shaping, and hopefully in another video we're going to show you how to bend this flange in the bead roller.